Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Ezekson Amido YouTube Sports channel. I would like to welcome you from the grateful weekend where we had lots of entertainment from the different sport events in the entire globe. For the lovers of Formula One, Max Verstappen had to win his 10th consecutive Grand Prix to surpass Sebastian Vettel's record of 2013 of 9 consecutive wins. So that he set himself a new record. And then for the football fans, it was entertaining everywhere. And as I always told you, for the betting tips to guard team Arsenal, so that will be the highlight of the day, or it will be my biggest discussion for today. Arsenal had to beat Manchester United 3-1 to put pressure or to pile pressure on Manchester City, who have gotten a 100 start season campaign. They have 12 points out of the 4 games that they have played, whereas Arsenal has moved to 10 points out of the 4. They are still unbeaten. There comes in Tottenham also and Liverpool also, that are in their pursuit for a new good campaign. So what are some of the highlights that happened in this game? What are some of the reaction that we had from this game? Lineups that we expected, and the performance of the different players in the entire game. The Manchester United camp, after the absence of Rafael Varane and Luke Shaw, they had new recruitments in the defense. We had the likes of Martinez was in there, Lindelof was in there, Darrot was in there, and Wan-Bissaka was also there, who looked very busy, had a busy schedule, Wan-Bissaka, with the Brazilian Martinelli. Even there is a time when they had made a penalty, had made a penalty when he collided with Kai Havertz. However, the VAR cancelled off this penalty. So Arsenal took the bragging rights for the day. Arsenal assembled a good team, and Nketiah led the flanks. Then Kai Havertz was in the midfield. Bukayo Saka was also in the midfield. Arsenal had a fully packed midfield. Odegaard was in the midfield. Declan Rice, the 100 million pounds player, was in the midfield. So in forms of performance and better reactions, Arsenal had a better team compared to Team Manchester United. Arsenal had the ball from the start until the end. I remember at halftime, the game ended 1-1. Arsenal had numerous attempts on goal. However, they did not deliver anything until in the 27th minute, when Manchester United got a counter-attack. That was the pass that was intercepted. All Arsenal players made a mistake. It was between Kai Havertz, and it was intercepted by Eriksen, who gave a through pass, and Marcus Rashford, the danger man, who scored his first goal for this campaign, had to dance past 2 players and to throw the ball wide. Ramsdale had a chance to touch on it. However, his strength was less, and it hit on the post, and then later on entered to make it 1-0 in favor of Manchester United. However, after some time, Manchester United's jubilation did not last all that long. That the other goal came into the 27th minute, but after the 27th minute, in the 20th minute, Arsenal reacted very well, or swiftly. They had interchange of passes between Martinelli and Odegaard, who slaughtered, or a captain led by example, the Norwegian captain, led by example, and slaughtered a shot into the side nets, and it was 1-1. Until then, it was 1-1 until halftime. The key performers in this game, I said that Declan Rice had a better game. Martinelli had a better game on the side of Arsenal, and then Declan Rice also had a better game. On the side of Manchester United, I think the better performer for the day was the goalkeeper Onana, despite the fact that he conceded 3 goals. but he had some interchange of passes to make sure that Manchester United had some freedom, also had some relief because they had more pressure, but he had to make sure that he could settle down the boys to make sure that at least for a moment they can also have some more extra touches on the ball. The likes of Marshall, I think they did not even interject anything in this match. I've never seen a striker who can go almost after 70 minutes without even a shot on target. His presence or absence was comparable to nothing, so he did not have any impact. And I see the reason why Manchester United had to go in and sign Højlund, in that in his introduction, you saw that Arsenal defense was somehow kept busy with his energy and strength, so he had to pile on more pressure compared to the likes of Marshall. I think they don't have a number come the next games because they showcased less impact on that game. The game went on until the 90 minutes. It was still 1-1. Around the 92nd minute, on the 93rd minute, Manchester United had a goal with substitute Garnacho, who was introduced on the pitch. But the goal was later cancelled because of offside, VAR. It was one of the biggest decisions that were made because Garnacho's offside was compared just to a hand that had just bypassed to level the game 1-1. However, in the 96th minute, you know the Premier League has changed. They add in 80 minutes, they can add 90 minutes and extra. However, European competition say that they will not go with this kind of addition time. For them, they will stick to their normal time, not to be copycats to the Premier League's style of play or the addition time of making players play almost 55 minutes per half. So, in the 96th minute, Arsenal had the corner after piling more pressure on Manchester United. I think Manchester United wanted to set off a draw, but Arsenal, to keep pressure on Manchester City, they had to put more pressure still on Manchester United to make sure that they secure a win. Even previously, the last season, you remember Arsenal beat Manchester United 3-2, and the winner game of Nketiah, the winner goal, almost came into the 92nd minute. So they have gotten tendencies of beating Manchester United in the additional times. So Arsenal got a corner. The corner was delivered, which landed on Declan Rice. Controlled it on the chest, and then had a strong shot that had a small deflection. And it was 2-1. So, which sent Arsenal fans into jubilation everywhere in the entire world, jubilating with the bragging rights of beating Manchester United. You know, this is one of the biggest Premier League games where everybody, whoever is waiting for, or everybody who wants football, who is a fan of football, that is waiting for. So it was 2-1. Later on, Manchester United still also had to pile more pressure so that it can concede, or it can at least get a goal to make it 2-2. However, as they were searching for the equalizer, in the 99th minute, Arsenal got a counter-attack that was slotted in by substitute Fabio Vieira, who led the flow pass to also fellow substitute, that is Gabriel Jesus, and danced off past one player to make it 3-1. So that's how it went in the entire report of the game that happened at Emirates Stadium. So Arsenal looked very convincingly beat Manchester United 3-1 to set up the pressure on team Manchester City, who they challenged the most for the entire season. But however, this season we have gotten numerous teams, I think, that are on form. Tottenham are still unbeaten, Liverpool are still unbeaten, and also Liverpool had to beat their won their game, that is 3-0. We had their Mohamed Salah scored this season also to make it 2 goals out of the possible 4, despite the fact that he's having pressure from different players, from different clubs in Saudi Arabia for almost £200 million. But for him, he continued to score to make sure that they pile more pressure also on Manchester City. Another game, it was Tottenham that beat Burnley 5-2. Captain Heung-min Son, led by example, had a hat-trick in this game. Also, Manchester City, in the absence of Pep Guardiola on the touchline and De Bruyne because of injury, they also thumped 5 5-1, courtesy of Erling Haaland hat-trick. That's how it went. I think for everything, we will come back the following day to add on that. For the viewers of His Exxon Hamid YouTube channel, keep liking, commenting, subscribing. I also accept feedback in case of anything that you would like to comment. And for the betting tips, I will come back. Thanks for watching. I'm out.